Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. I am so glad you all are here today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. This is my sweet Oliver, and if you're returning, you guys are the best. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting.
Okay, DIY number one. So I'm going to take this 14-inch wood round from Hobby Lobby. I marked the middle, and then I'm just going to draw a line right down the middle of my um, wood round. I'm going to paint one side with my Waverly chalk paint in the color maize and one side with the Snow White. Once it was all dry, I'm going to take my Mod Podge here. I'm just going to go over the white side with my Mod Podge. I'm going to just go over all of it and let it dry. After it was all dry, I took this beautiful napkin I had in my stash. I don't know where I got it from, but I just loved it. And I loved the scallops on that, but it wasn't going to work for what I was doing. So I'm going to cut the scallops out. And then I'm going to remove the two plies behind it. Since there's two plies, I'm thinking it came from decoupagenapkin.com. But I am going to lay it out, and I'm going to use my parchment paper to cover it and go over it with my heat press. The parchment paper protects the napkin from the little iron there. Then I'm going to carefully try to line this up the best I can. It wasn't cut quite straight, so anyways, but sometimes we just have to work with what we do and find ways to cover up any mistakes and make it look better, right? Anyways, that's what I do here. But I'm going to go over that with my heat press just like I did the top part. And then after that, I'm going to cover them with some more Mod Podge. That just helps put a protective layer over that napkin. After that, I am going to sand off the excess, and I am going to use my little finger sander here to sand it all off. Sorry about that wiggly there. I was falling asleep when I was doing this part, and I guess I didn't cut that out. I took my spring, well, the cursive letters are 2-inch from Amazon, and then the small 1-inch are from Amazon as well. I painted those with that blue, with blue cotton, I think. Then I took this ribbon, I think I got this from Temu. It's like a daisy ribbon. I just love it. I used my Tite Bond Quick and Thick multi-surface glue to glue it onto the middle there. And then I'm just going to use that same Tite Bond glue to glue all my letters in place. And with the cursive letters, you kind of have to make sure they're all angled right so that it looks like they are flowing. My granddaughter's learning cursive, and I keep telling her, you want it to look like it's flowing. Anyways, I'm going to do the same thing with the small letters there. I'm just using my little square ruler to make sure I put them all straight. And then after I had that all done, I decided to take these wood flowers. These came from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to paint them with my maize, and then, no, I'm going to paint them white. And then I'm going to take those buttons that I got, a big pack of buttons from Amazon. I'm going to paint them with the maize. Then I'm going to use my Tite Bond here to glue those little buttons in the middle of the flowers. That way, trying to make them look like daisies, since this whole video is about daisies. And then after I have them all glued, and that Tite Bond, you guys, it does not take long for it to dry at all. I just love it. After that, I'm going to glue them on my sign, and I put the bigger one right over where those two napkins met to kind of help camouflage that seam. And then I'm just using my Tite Bond glue there. And then after that, I decided, oh, I better make some hanger holes. So I used my big mouth crocodile. And this ribbon, I think, came from Walmart. I'm just going to put some tape on the ends, string it through my holes that I created, tie knots, well, make it the length that I want, tie knots on the back, and then we have a hanger. And that's all there is for this. I just love this. It's so springy, so pretty. I just love yellow and daisies and blue all together. Let me know what you think in the comment box below.
Okay, what'd you think of that first DIY? Did you like it? I hope so. I really every year I have been doing at least one video of daisy DIYs. I don't know what it is about daisies in spring. It just makes me feel happy. You know, the one of my favorite movies, You've Got Mail, Meg Ryan says, aren't daisies the happiest flower, or something like that? She calls it the happiest flower. So every time I see daisies, I think it's the happiest flower. But it does make me happy, especially when I pair it with blue. There's something with blue and daisies I just love. But anyways, I hope you're enjoying this daisy themed video. Like I said, I enjoy it, and I just, every year I feel like I have to do one. If you guys have a favorite flower or spring thing, item, theme, whatever, that you would like me to do that maybe I haven't done yet, make sure you put it in the comment box. I love it when you guys give me suggestions. Sometimes it helps me because sometimes I just draw a blank and think, what am I going to do? In fact, almost every month when I open my date planner, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do this month? What am I going to come up with? This time of year, it's a little more challenging because, you know, you can only do so much spring and so much Easter, and then it kind of starts getting redundant. And so, you know, we do have Memorial Day coming up and 4th of July. So patriotic stuff's going to be starting pretty soon. And then, yeah, Christmas in July. Ooh, summer stuff, and then Christmas in July, maybe a little bit more summer stuff. But then it's kind of, well, Christmas in July. After July, you know what comes? A fall. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're already, it's like right around the corner and we're just starting in spring. I don't want to think about it. We haven't even opened our pool yet. I don't want to think about it. Anyway, so yeah, let me know if there's any kind of theme that you would like. I know sometimes some people like ladybugs, some people like butterflies, some people like ice cream. I don't know. Just give me some ideas and I'll see what I can work into my videos. So, but before we get on with the video, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. I already said that. This is, as you know, Mr. Sleepy Oliver. But anyways, make sure you hit that red subscribe button before you go. Become part of our YouTube family. I would appreciate it. And with all of you guys who always return and watch my videos, you guys are just amazing, and I appreciate you so much. So with all that, let's continue on with the video.
Okay, DIY number 2. So I'm going to take one of these wood planks from Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint it with Folk Arts chalk paint in the color Nantucket. If you don't have this, you can also use the Night Sky, I believe, by Waverly. They're basically the same color. So once it was dry, I took my Mod Podge here, and I'm just going to brush it all over the front of my sign. I kind of got a little too much Mod Podge there. But then I took the scalloped edges of that napkin while my Mod Podge was drying. I removed those layers. I'm using double-sided tape on my fingers. Now I'm laying this all out. Look how pretty that looks. I know better. I cut this all out to make sure it looks so pretty going all around. And it really does. But I knew in my mind this was not going to work, because when you decoupage a napkin, I would assume the same with tissue paper on a dark surface. Once you go over it again with the Mod Podge to protect it, it really makes it harder to see. The darkness comes through the napkin more, and it's hard to see it. So you see me here adding it, and I'm like, oh, it looks okay. But as soon as I add the Mod Podge and it starts drying, it doesn't look okay. And I did not like it at all. I ended up sanding it all off. What a mess it was, you guys. But I ended up sanding it all off and painting it with that Nantucket color. This would have been really cute if I would have just painted that white, add this, and then did the next part in that Nantucket color. But I wasn't thinking ahead. I wasn't even thinking about doing this. I just saw them laying there. I'm like, oh, I wonder if this would be cute. Knowing in the back of my mind this would happen. But I did it anyways, so yeah. So I'm going to take some wood letters. These are 2-inch wood letters from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to paint them snow white. And then I'm going to use my Titebond again to glue them all in place. And you see it's still there. I was gluing these in place, and this is where I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know if I like this. I just don't, it's just not as vibrant. It's not showing up as nice. And after I had my white letters on there, I just didn't like it. I'm going to add a daisy too. So that's after this is when I sand it. I'm not going to show you guys that because it was a mess. I had stuff everywhere, but I finally got it off and just painted it all and then went over it all with Mod Podge again to make it all look cohesive. So I'm going to take some more of this daisy ribbon. I use this a lot today in my DIYs. I think you can get it on Amazon as well, but I'm pretty sure I got this from Temu. I'm going to glue this cute ribbon all the way around my little sign here. And yeah, I'm just going to show you me finishing this up on the right side of it. And it's super easy project, you guys, if you like daisies, which I know the last few years that I've done it, a lot of people said how much they like daisies. So I hope the rest of you do too. So I took, these are 1-inch blocks that I got from Amazon. I painted them with the Nantucket color. And then I'm going to use wood glue and hot glue to glue them to the back as stands. And you guys, I really like using these better than the tumbling tower blocks. They work so much better because the tumbling tower blocks aren't as deep. But there it is. I love how this came out. Oh, you'll have to let me know what you think about this one in the comment box below.
Surprise! Here I am again. Well, I have something fun to share with you guys. I was recently sent a box of treats from trytreats.com. They sent me some treats here a year or two ago. It's been a while. But they're so fun because they're international treats and I just love it. I just think it's so much fun to try all these treats from these different countries. This year they sent me stuff from Colombia. Let me show you what they send. They send a little postcard here that kind of talks about the treats, where it came from, the land it came from. And then it gives some fun facts here about Colombia. And then let's see what else is there. Then they give you this card and it talks about all the different stuff that's in your box, and it kind of gives you information about what it is. So let's give these things a try. And I don't have Oliver in here today. He's laying on my mom's lap being lazy. So yeah, so the first thing, they kind of look like Funyuns, if you know what those are. Those are something that I never had until Kathy Jo sent me some in a box that she sent me, and she got me hooked on them. But I don't buy them very often. Now I buy them for my grandson who loves them. But yeah, I don't eat them very often. So sorry for all the sound with the bags, but I got to open these things. Okay, so let's try this one. Let's see. Okay, this has more of a cheddar flavor. It doesn't taste like Funyuns at all. But it's more like the texture of the Cheeto Puffs. And a really mild cheddar flavor. Okay, and the next one here, I have no idea what this is. And I'm not sure what it says. But that's what it is. That's what it looks like. So let's give this a try. They look like chips. There's a mixture. There's some that look like regular potato chips. Which is what they are. These are like crisps, kind of. That almost tastes like a ketchup-y flavor. I'm not sure, but... And then this. I don't know what it is. Not a lot of flavor in them. But right now, I haven't had breakfast and I am a little hungry. It's lunchtime. So yeah, interesting. Not a lot of flavor in that one. Okay, these besitos, it looks like. They're round balls, puffy. Got cute little bears there kissing. So let's see what these are. I don't speak Spanish. I think this is Spanish or Portuguese. I don't know. That's what they look like. So it's kind of hollow inside. They're not sweet. Again, it's kind of a cheesy flavor. Okay. Toast tacos. Oh no, this I can read picante, so it's got a salsa flavor. So these look like some more chips. And this is what they look like. It kind of has a bacon flavor, but it does have some heat to it. Yeah. Oh yeah, got the heat there, right in the back of my throat. Okay, now it looks like we've got the sweet stuff. Oh man, Pop Rocks. I don't know if I can do those. I was scared of them when I was a kid, and I still not sure about them. Okay, the next one looks like some kind of a wafer cookie. Let's see what this one tastes like, if I can open it. There we go. I told my granddaughter, she's like, can I have some? I said, oh, I'll save some for you so you can try it out too. Okay, it's the wafer cookie. Tastes like a wafer cookie, and it's good. I like it. It's good chocolate. Okay. Sitting here eating on camera is kind of a not the best thing. Anyways, this is called Cocoa Cake Mini. That's what it looks like. Let's see. I should have brought my water bottle over here so I could cleanse my palate between each one. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Almost. It's good. And they kind of remind me of those, you know, those Hostess donuts or chocolate with the cake on the inside. It almost had a lemon hint to it. But it was good. Okay, this looks like it's just a chocolate bar. It's called Jet. Chocolate con leche. I don't know if I said that right or not. I don't know. Many of you might not know this, but I'm part Mexican. On my mom's side, my grandparents were Mexican. They spoke Spanish. They didn't teach their kids or grandkids Spanish. So I never know if I say these things right. This is what the chocolate looks like. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. It's not Hershey's, but it's good. It's not bad. Okay. This looks like another. This is by Nestle. Another cookie. Chocolate cookie. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's thin. They're good. Trying to think of what I can compare them to. And I think I can compare them to those striped cookies that you can get that are like white with the chocolate stripes on them. Kind of tastes like those. And let's see. This is another Hershey's. That's what it looks like. Not Hershey's, Nestle. Ooh, sorry. Oh, let's see. Okay. So they remind me of a Kit Kat. They don't taste like a Kit Kat, but they're very good. I like them. Okay. Let's see. Is there any that I'm missing? No. They sent me... I'm going to put this box on the floor here. Brunas? I don't know. So, I'm guessing these are individual size, like Starburst, kind of. This, it has a picture of an orange, a banana, a strawberry, and maybe a mango. Can't tell if that's a fruit or just a circle, but let's look and see. Sorry about that. I was just checking to see if they're all the same color, and it looks like they are. Yeah. Sorry, you guys. My allergies are really bad today. I couldn't remember if I took my allergy pill yesterday or not, and I'm thinking I didn't because they're really bad today. Okay. Ooh. They're very hard. They're chewy. Banana. Totally banana flavor. There's another one here. I would guess orange, but they show a strawberry on it. So, I'll try that one too. If I can get this banana flavor out of my mouth. It's a strong banana. Nothing like having to chew on camera. Okay, here's strawberry. I think strawberry. They're strawberry. They're not my favorite. I'm not big into strawberry candies anyways. The banana, I think I like the banana better. But they're very chewy. Very chewy. Okay, so they sent me 2 of these. I'm guessing they're the same, so I'm just going to open one. Super Cocoa is what it's called. See? Let me get this out of my mouth. Oh, man. How are you guys doing? Nothing like having to eat on TV. My goodness. Or on camera. Okay. This is what it looks like. It kind of reminds me of caramel, the texture. Ooh. Yeah. No. Sorry. It's kind of crunchy. Has like a syrupy, not syrup, but just, I don't know how to explain it. Almost has a coconut flavor. And it's not super bad. I don't know if I like it. does have a coconut-y flavor. Okay. And then these. And I'm sorry, I am not going to try them. I hate Pop Rocks. And I think that's what these are. So even if I probably wouldn't like them because I just don't like that kind of stuff. But that's what they sent me. So it's a lot of fun. If you're interested, I will have links in my description box to their site. And if you order, for the first time you order, you'll get a 15% discount. You'll use the code that's listed. I'll have all that information in my description box. And I'll try to remember to tag it in the comments so that you can see it there too. But yeah, check them out. Try Treats. It's a lot of fun. They send different countries. They can send you different countries. And you never know what you're going to get. And it can be surprising. It's been a lot of fun. So with all that, you guys, let's continue on with the video.
Okay, DIY number 3. So I got these from Woodpecker Crafts. I got them at the end of the year before January 1st. And I thought they'd be fun to use for a daisy video. So I'm going to paint the middle of them with my maze. And then I'm going to paint the edge, the outside part, the petals, with my white color. And I'm just going to make sure I get the sides. Since it's open, you want everything to be covered with that color. Then once I was done, I took 2 of my wood hanging planks from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to connect them together using my jumbo craft sticks from Walmart. These are not the largest, but the next size up. I'm going to use wood glue and hot glue on the back of them, and then I'm just going to connect them to the back of my wood planks, and then we have one cohesive sign. Then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to add Mod Podge all over the front of this sign. And I did want a thick layer of this because I'm going to use fabric. So I got this fabric. I'm sure it came from Dollar Tree. And I just add it to my sign. I did let it dry. And I'm just going over it. I didn't put parchment paper over it. I figured it's fabric, it should be fine. So I'm just going over it with my heat press to reactivate that Mod Podge so that the fabric sticks to my sign. And then after it was all done, I took my little finger knife here and I'm just kind of cutting the excess off all the way around. And it took me a little bit to get, I had to go over a few areas a couple of times, but then it came off. But it did have some little fraying going on, so I went ahead and covered it with Mod Podge, really making sure I get the edges just to help stop any of that fraying from happening, and then just kind of give it a cohesive look. So after I had the Mod Podge on there and it was all dry, I took my Tite Bond glue here. I'm going over all the flowers, or the back side of the flowers, and I'm going to glue them onto my sign. And then I'm going to add some more of this daisy ribbon. You know, my husband came in when I was working on my projects, and if you saw my videos last year, I made one that says crazy as a daisy, because that's what he always says. The minute he came in and saw I was working with daisies, he said it, crazy as a daisy. My husband's so silly. I love him. But anyways, I took some more of that ribbon and I'm going to glue it with hot glue, and then I went over it with some hot glue and some wood glue, and then I'm going to add another one of those jumbo craft sticks to it just to kind of cover it, but I wanted to be able to staple through it to make sure that it stays, and that's what I did, and there we go. I just love this. It is so pretty and so simple. I thought about putting crazy as a daisy, but no, I like it better with this. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreations. And we have Teresa here. Look at her cute little bunnies and her carrots. Oh my goodness, they are so cute. Thank you, Teresa. And then look at this Jean. I love her little sign with the duck and the bunny, and then those little figurines. Oh, so adorable. And then Carolyn, she's been busy. She recreated my little bird houses. I love them, Carolyn. Thank you so much, ladies, for sharing. And if you have a creation or recreation you would like me to showcase, send me pictures to Rustic and Lace DIY on Gmail or through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Okay, DIY number 4? Yes, number 4. I've got 4 of these fence pieces from Dollar Tree. I'm just removing those hangers. And then I'm going to take my Tite Bond glue. and I'm going to glue them together as a box. Now, if you've been with me for a long time, you know I've done this before. As I'm doing this, I'm like, you know what? I've done this before. I did this and I have it in my living room. It's one of my favorite pieces. And I'm like, well, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to have daisies in this and it's going to be a different color. But I love making little crates this way. You just glue the 4 pieces together. Instead of trying to find a box to glue it around, I just took my Jumbo Craft sticks again and I measured it. Sorry, I measured it to fit underneath it, and then I'm just going to cut it down. Anyways, yes, I cut them down and then I'm going to use my Titebond glue to glue them all in place, just like you see. And pretty simple, pretty easy to do. Then once I was all done with that, I let it sit for a few minutes to dry, and then I painted it with my Nantucket color as well. I love that color. It's so pretty. Then I'm just going to put some floral foam in it. Oh, if you recreate this, I would suggest painting it before you put it together because it would be a lot easier. It was a little difficult trying to paint it all. So I got these daisies from Hobby Lobby. They're normally $2.99. They were 40% off. So it ends up being like $1.80, I think, something like that. Anyways, I'm going to just pull them apart and I'm just going to start filling up that floral foam with them. And you can use the ones from Dollar Tree. These are just prettier. I like the way these look a little nice. They're a little nicer looking, but I just filled it all up. And then again, with that ribbon that I just love so much, I just went around it. And I originally wasn't going to use this ribbon. I was thinking about using like a blue gingham, but then I thought, well, blue on blue might not be very good. But this just looks so nice on this. And maybe it's because I love daisies with the blue. I don't know. But that's all I did with this. A super simple, nice little spring decor piece to have in your home. I just love it. I hope you did too. I have the final reveal coming right up. Make sure you check out those links in my description box for try treats, and if you're interested, I think you would enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I will be back again on Monday, not Sunday today this week. It will be Monday for the Just Our Imagination Challenge, which is so much fun. So make sure you do all the drill. Give me the thumbs up, comment, like, all that stuff. And with all that, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.